Hey together, Aaron the Black Dragon's back. And as you can see, we're not on my Connis. This time, this episode will focus on a few other things that I have prepared. I have done a lot of stuff. So let's show off first Affinity Charge. This is how this looks. I think Shulk has not changed as though anything else, but as you can see, Melia and Sharla are at full friendship. Fiora is also close to that. I have tried so hard to get those up there so that we can finally finish up that one quest. And dang, we're finally gonna do it. And there's also a lot more for us to do this time with just side quests, but let's start it off with something simple. Hey there. Wow, amazing! I guess girls really can be as good friends as boys. I hope I can make up with Narina. If Shulk and Ryan can be good friends, me and Narina can too. Plus, we're big girls now, we shouldn't keep arguing. I've made up my mind, I'm going to make up with Narina right away. We're gonna be like best friends forever. So, and now all we need to do is hop on over to Narina and tell her that as well. And then we have this quest finally done. This took forever. It was stressful. Anyway, hey there, Narina. Narina, talk to me. I need to speak to Shulk. Can you find him for me? But sure, we can find him. Shulk. Yeah, I guess Shulk. Okay. Anyway, hi there. What is it? Finally, Paula's changed her mind. Now we can get back to hanging out with each other again. Quest complete. And there we go. It's not the most interesting thing that we get from that, but it's Affinity Charge and we got a lot of experience out of that. Also an art? No. Skill? No, nothing. Okay. Good, and now that we've changed to Shulk already, I'm gonna go over here to the commercial district. And then we're gonna change the time here really quickly. So change time. I think she's around at night, so let's go to 9. Also, if you want to jump around between nighttime and daytime NPCs, I found that 12 AM and 9 PM is the best moment where I find all of the characters every time. It might be that some are heading towards their homes and something at that point, but you will see everyone on the map. Hi there, Desiree. Shulk, you've been doing a lot of good deeds lately. The helpless and the hopeless alike. You fixed their problems. I'm not exactly that desperate, but I'm a bit lost at the moment. It's been a year now. I need to decide what I'm doing with my life. Okay, what is it? That doesn't sound good. Yeah, it's a problem. I'm so confused. It's really been getting to me recently. Can I ask your advice? I know you're bad with machines, but you can do other things? You don't need to worry. It's not just about money. I sold my dad's shop and that's left me in an okay situation for now. Wait, that's not what I wanted to talk about. Come on, listen to me. Listen to Desiree's long story. So I hope you have your sippy cups and everything ready, because this is gonna take a while. Thanks, this could be a bit of a long chat, so bear that in mind. I'm ready for it. We have a whole half-hour episode for that. I know I'm always wandering around out here at night, but it's not just for the sake of it. I have a good reason. I'm mulling over my future. I'm mulling as hard as I can, in the hope that I'll figure it all out. Narrowing down the options is so difficult. Yes, true. It's taking about the same amount of time as you've spent fighting. If you let me tell you about it, we could both take a short break. That's fine with me. It is? Thanks. You always do make such a good listener. Shulk? I've got to a point where I've narrowed it down to 2 options. But now we can decide between them. I've spent forever thinking it over. I just can't know for sure which one would suit me best. I think I'll go crazy unless someone helps me choose. I can see the problem. I knew you would. Anyway, next time we chat, I'll tell you all the details. Sure, let's chat again! Okay, so, The first career path I'm considering is the defense force. Don't tell me your first thought was, her, a soldier? No way. Well, think again. I'm actually a really good shot. The lieutenant even told me I'd soon be an expert if I sign up. But there are some drawbacks. One, fighting is really dangerous. I know. Fine, that one's a bit obvious. Two, I'm very bad with machines. What if it turns out I can't service my gun properly? Won't even be able to train. But if it works out, I could do alright for myself. The pay is good and I think I'd enjoy the lifestyle. There are definitely some good arguments on both sides. Do you mind if I think it over? Not at all. I've certainly spent long enough doing that. Okay, so maybe defense force. What else do you have in mind? Right, the other career path I might try to go down is being a sculptor. Don't laugh. I've got a budding interest in it. I carved a pendant out of wood. I wouldn't say I'm that good yet, but it's so much fun. I could become Kenny Rowan's pupil and learn properly. There are problems with this option too though. One, it doesn't pay very well. At all. Two, it's not exactly the most social of activities. I'd probably have nobody to talk to all day but my own sculptures. Possibly not the best career path if I'm trying to land a man. But I do enjoy it a lot. I'm glad everything worked out. What worked out, Chuck? You've jumped ahead way too far there. That's great, Chuck. You really did. Hold up, Fiora. We didn't do check. We just listened to her. Well, I had you to help. Do you mind? Yeah. She is right there, Shulk. We didn't do check. I know my explanation is a bit long-winded and annoying, but that's just because it matters so much to me. Let's take a deep breath and carry on. I'm nearly finished. Okay, come on, what is it? Don't walk away from me, Desiree. Realistically, I'm sure I'd be able to do either job. I have an innate ability for one and a keen interest in the other. I guess there's no wrong answer, they'll both have ups and downs. But that's exactly why it's so hard to decide. You pick for me instead. Me? But it's your life we're talking about. Your entire life. It's not like you can change your decision later on, but whatever. Don't worry. I won't hold a grudge against you. In fact, I won't have any regrets. Whatever you decide, I'll do it and never look back. But there's no hurry. I'll wait until you've thought about it properly. So this is... It's not a big deal what you make her. In my private run, I made her into a Defense Force soldier. And I think... just because it would be interesting maybe hearing both sides, I'm gonna make a save state right here. And I show you both options. First the Defense Force, and then we're gonna go in the final run with the Sculptor for this one. Okay, so Desiree.
Hello.
You ready to become a Defense Force soldier? Okay, Shulk, which career path do you think would suit me best? Let's go for the soldier this time. You think I'd make a good soldier? It would feel nice to be able to protect people. Maybe I'll even find a nice soldier boy. That part's just between us. Becoming a soldier could set me up for life. Good idea. You're welcome, but I don't think I actually did anything. Oh, stop being so pessimistic. You gave me the push I needed. Now I sort of wish I hadn't. What if it all goes wrong? You worry too much, Shulk. It'll be fine, I guarantee. I never realized before, but you're pessimistic as well sometimes. I think it's nice in a way. It shows how kind and caring you are. But most of the time, it's still better to be confident in yourself. You're right, but you should remember to take your own advice, Desiree. True, I really have to do my best in my new career. Otherwise, I'll be eroding your self-confidence as well as mine. That's all the motivation I needed, so thanks for everything. And there she goes. With that quest completed, we got a few equipment things, and also we got Shulk's Pessimism skill branch. Now, Desiree is I don't know at what times she will be around now, because I also want to show her off right now, because now she will be... I think that's her actually. Desiree! Yeah, there she is. Now she will be running around in the Defense Force soldier outfit. Dorothy and I have become really good friends. We're about the same age, but she's so mature underneath. So there we have Desiree in the Defense Force outfit now. A little bit less what you're used to, but that's what we have for the moment. So let's jump on back and see what happens if we make her a sculptor. Desiree, stop what you're doing. I have to talk to you again. Okay, career path. You're gonna become a sculptor this time. It's important to try new things. Better to regret doing something than regret not doing it. It's what I always say, though I try to be a bit more eloquent. Anyway, I've made my decision. Thank you. You're welcome, but I didn't do anything actually. Stop being so pessimistic. And this is the same dialogue here as before, because it just leads into you getting the pessimism skill branch. The loadout that the things that we get are the same, so there's no difference here. And the pessimism skill branch, and now I just have to figure out where the heck Desiree is walking around now that we gave her the sculptor path. Thank you for that, Sharla. She might be actually around daytime now, so just... Actually, we can check that out. Important thing to note for you if you ever look for a character and don't know what time they are around. You are 9 to 6. Okay, the time has not changed, so just her place. So give me a moment while I try to find her. Okay, I didn't have to go too far, she is right here.
Hello.
I'm going to talk with my teacher now. Colony 9 still isn't exactly known for its fine sculptures, but my teacher thinks we can change that. There we go, we don't get any affinity changes if we chose that path for her. But she also does not change her outfit. At least as far as I could tell. So it all essentially just comes down to what you think would be a better choice for her in the long run. Other than that, you get the pessimism branch for Shulk, which will be completely filled up before we even know it. And I hope that soon we can go on with the young leader, whatever the quest name was, so that we get Shulk's final skill branch. And we might not get all the skill branches for our character, I wanna try to, but some of them, I think it was Sharla's skill branch, one of her two, is actually tied to enemies that are at level 95 and higher. And therefore we might not get that one, because that's all post-game, because we will not ever get that high up in a normal situation for the gameplay. It would be highly unnecessary, so yeah, I doubt that we get that. But anyway, pessimism. Prioritizing this trait will improve ether defense. We get extend time before a vision becomes reality. Is a nice skill to have. Reduces aggro drawn from using art. Also good for Shulk because we want him to be a little bit more sneaky. Increases chance of burst affinity after evasion. Great thing. Reduces aggro when damage is taken. And grants immunity to debuffs that reduce stats. So everything here is just for Shulk to be less susceptible. So people won't realize he's in the fight as much as they do now. So pessimism is really good for all of that. Now that we've done this, we're gonna switch around in the party and we're gonna have Ricky up front. Because I think that's the only other thing that I really prepared. Because in Colony 6 we still weren't able to do anything more with building up the colony. And I think everything else was not yet doable. We might have something for Dunban as well. I'm gonna say maybe, because I'm not 100% sure if we have that set up already. We might, I don't know. Well, I'm just gonna take a look over there and we'll see. Probably need to change the time there to it being lunch. There you are, perfect. I thought you were here. Oh wait, no, that's not Ricky, that's Sharla, sorry. Nearly messed that one up. Ricky is also in Frontier Village, but that's not Ricky. Do I mind if I talk to you about something? Of course, if you think I can help. Once I used to travel the world as a Nopun merchant. My sister Pon and I ran our own little outfit. It was so enjoyable. Then one night we were attacked as we set up camp by Aerith Sea. I was badly injured, and my sister Pon lost her life. How awful. I'm so sorry to hear that. My sister Pon was Cherry's mama Pon. Since then I have been taking care of Sherry, but she blames me for her mama Pon's death. Time is supposed to be a great healer, but maybe Sherry doesn't want to accept what happened that day, even though she knows it was just an accident. I know better than anyone that it's hard to accept these things. Perhaps you're right, but still, I wish it had been me who died that day, and not my sister Pon. You can't think like that, Rasha. But maybe. Yes, here's an idea. Tell me, do you know what kind of monster attacked you? It was near the ether crystal deposit at Aerith Sea. It's probably still there even now. Maybe we could get rid of it. I know that won't change anything between you and Jerry, but you and Jerry need to find some way of getting over this. Her stubbornness has to stop sometime. If you could beat that monster, it would be a great help. Defeat Pillager Hole in the area of the ether crystal deposit at Aerith Sea. We're gonna accept it. Take care. You can count on us. We'll get it done. Kinda was hoping that any one of you would chime in, especially Ricky, but apparently not. So maybe it would have been better if I had Melia in that, but they're already full at the Affinity, so it doesn't change anything for me there. So anyway, we need to go to Aerith Sea now. Also, it would probably help me a little bit if I just go. Oh yeah, we also have that. That's for later then. I accidentally accepted that quest without realizing, oh wait, that's the quest for going in there. So yeah, there's something that I wanna do together with you that I kind of screwed up. That I said we were gonna do together, so sorry for that. So, where do we need to go? It's all the way over here, so I actually picked the right place to land on. I'm super happy about that. So let's just go. I'm also making sure that we're not getting over leveled for anything really in the main story. That's why we're just at that point. It will be so difficult. I want to try to get as much done in terms of Why do you want me to go down? Oh, because it is down. Well, anyway, that's still faster. I wanna get as much as possible done without being overleveled for anything in the game. That of course will mean that we cannot do everything in the game without going for 100%. Without being overleveled, so 100% in this game, super difficult, super long-winded, and also tedious. Trust you me, I'm making a 100% run on my own, and but you get through all of the enemies rather quickly. I mean, you go to a boss fight and just slice it in half and then move on. That's at least nice. Wouldn't make for interesting gameplay like that, but still easy. You know, game, you want me to go in a very, very weird fashion to that place. I can just jump down here and we're a little bit faster than what you wanna do me there. Wanna make me do there, so there we go. What the heck is... Oh, those are just plants. I was like, what the heck is floating there? Anyway, you are the big bad, the Pillager Hole right here. There we go, starting it off. And I mean, you don't stand a chance, so whatever. And I'm gonna cool off my rifle while these two are bashing your head in. Done. Some things that we maybe should have done a little bit earlier than we actually did, but it's not super easy for me to always have the time to make all the preparations for that. I'm happy that I have the time now to get everything set up for side stuff like this again, but there was a time where I just did not have the time for that. So, Raja, you got rid of the monster? What saved me back then was my sister pawn's sacrifice. She drew away the monster's attention. That allowed me to escape despite my injuries. But Sherry still feels I abandoned my sister pawn that day. Can I make one final request? It is about a piece of cloth that belonged to my sister pawn. Can you give it to Sherry for me? Sure I can. Where is she? Apparently she is upstairs somewhere. Let's just see how far upstairs. Okay, we can go there. Because the other quick travel point would be the same amount of steps up and down as the one where we are right now. So it doesn't matter if we port ourselves anywhere else. So let's just go. Let's just go. Also, I have not really shown you the Affinity Charge by itself. So probably also could have done that and shown you how much I've done actually. Hey Sherry. This is for you. Piece of old cloth? What would I want with this? You don't recognize it? This pattern. I've seen it somewhere before. It's from my beloved Mama Pawn's clothing. Where did friends get this? We've avenged your mother's death. So my Auntie Pawn Raja still regrets what happened? Actually, I already knew that. I know it was not Auntie Pawn's fault. It was fault of Monster. I will never forget beloved Mama Pawn. I will carry this piece of cloth with me always. Never forget. I will never forget those that were dear to me either. Thank you. From now on, I want to patch things up with my Auntie Pawn. And now we just need to go back down. And that is easier if we just fast travel. We could also just jump down, but there's a risk that I miss the jump and then I just die. So I don't want to risk that. We delivered it to her. I see. How was she? She said she doesn't blame you. She knows it was the monster. From now on, she wants to patch things up with you. Me and Sherry? Patch things up? I do hope I can be like a good Mama Pawn to her. You're all she's got, and she's all you've got, right? That's right. I've always wallowed in self-pity about my sister Pawn's death. Now I want to put that energy into connecting with Sherry. If you continue to believe in each other, then it'll turn out fine. I've always believed things would turn out okay. Maybe I was even relying on that idea a bit too much. Thank you so much, my friends. I'll do my best. Quest complete. We get a few nice things here, and we unlock Sharla's Reliance skill branch, which is why we did that quest to begin with. So Sharla, you're nearly done with your heavy equipment right here, which is cool. And then we have Reliance. Prioritizing this trait will improve ether defense. As for Sharla, we get improved block rates, we got increased chance of a counterattack, ether up buff when an ally defeats an enemy, and strength up and physical defense up when an ally is incapacitated, and greatly increases ether. Also really freaking strong for Sharla. The one for Ricky is also in here. I'm pretty sure I have not been able to unlock that branch yet, but let's... No. Because you're Gadada. Right? You don't... Yeah, no. You're no one. You're irrelevant to everything. I'm just gonna accept it. Okay, cool down, Ricky. That quest is not relevant to any skill branches. So we have done everything in here. Let's just quickly jump, because I wanted to do that with you. In Magna Forest, we jump over here to King Agnes' tomb. We've been here earlier and I said I was gonna do that with you together. I seem to have accepted the quest without thinking about it, but I did not go further, because there's the tablet seal. We can open it up now. With a quest. I am sorry that I skipped the dialogue for you. So let's just go in here. The mysterious ruins. And let's go inside and see what we can find in here. Lots of Ignas that have died in here apparently. There's some Antols and some Fangs in here. Even more Ignas that are just laying around dead. And something apparently is close behind us. And then we have the Brutal Gravar. We don't need to deal with you, do we? I think we actually do. Anyway, we are more than good enough to deal with you, so let's go and deal with that. Ricky, you get that. You also get that. I'm not concerned about anything here. We are dead high level. Sharla, why are you stuck where you stand? What the heck is wrong with you? It's only Sharla that suddenly, for no reason whatsoever, can become stuck right where she stands. I don't know why, but it's really frustrating. We're all toppled. We are surprisingly low on health also. It's okay. Cool down. Everything's fine. Mass topple is really frustrating. I'm pretty sure nobody has a chance to... You get a little bit more. Who is aggroed right now? It's you, so you get the heal counter. And there you go. Easy enough. If Sharla won't move. So, the Nasher, and let's investigate. It doesn't look like I can open the giant coffin, but I can feel a draft coming from the gap below the coffin. We should go back and tell Lupa. So let's go back and tell Lupa. Lupa, I think you were close to that place. I'm trying to remember everything mostly from my mind. It's not that easy. Also, apparently you are not active at this point in time. So what does one do? Are you active? Yeah, of course. There's another quest that we could deal with. I do not care about you right now. I'm gonna do all of that on my own. Pretty sure Lupa was... How high up were you? I don't wanna walk steps unnecessarily. Lupa was up there. Anywho... What is it, Lupa? What can you tell us about that place? A giant's tomb. And the coffin. I wish we would see more giants in this game. We just see giant monsters. So, friend found a huge coffin inside the ruins. This indicates that these ruins of the ancient giants. Friends felt breeze blow from underneath the coffin, so something may lay beyond the coffin. Right, I will have to come up with a way of finding out. Now we have evidence that ancient giants lived in Magna. That's wonderful! And quest completed. And we actually can go on with that quest line here right away. But I don't want to do that because I just remembered that there's something else a little bit more interesting going on over here. And yes, this episode will be a little bit longer that way. Just be happy, okay? Don't complain. But that way we get stuff out of the way and can focus on exactly the next time we run around again. And I'm just having... Because this quest is actually tied to another quest that is called... that has to do with getting the Nopun Sage to appear. And I've done all of that. There's a whole long quest line around that with collecting items. Just a whole bunch of stuff that is kind of frustrating over a longer period of time. And then you get the Nopun Sage to appear over here. As you can see, here is the Nopun Sage. I wonder right now if the Nopun Sage, however, only appears when there's a rainbow. No, seems fine. Oh, there still is some kind of rainbow, so whatever. Nopun Sage. Was it you who summoned me? So you wish me to approve of you and grant me you my treasure. Before that, I will ask you if you are aware of my greatness. I'm here to listen. Ricky listened for Sharla. Thanks, Ricky, but there might be something you don't understand. What? Do you mean to say that you don't know, that you know nothing of my greatness? Rethink your answer and give it to me again. I will not give you the treasure as long as you maintain that attitude. If you adopt my greatness, talk to the little pond. Return to me when you have done so. Talk to Pipiki in Frontier Village. Just as I thought. I can see that you want to know my greatness. Talk to the little pond in the village who respects me. As Pipiki about blah blah blah. So we just need to talk to Pipiki for that. Easy enough. Oops, and now we can trade with you, which I do not want. I'm questioning right now if we can do that actually already. I might not be able to do that right now. Anyway, let's just quickly go and talk to Pipiki. Whoa, who is around here, I guess? If this does not lead to what I think it does lead to, then I will come back to that. So anyway, Legend of the Sage. No, it should lead me to that. You're actually down here. Great. I did it wrong. That should lead me towards that branch that I wanna go to. Friends want to hear more, Sage, blah 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 blah. And now we return to the Nopun Sage. Easy enough. Just have to go all the way back there. Okay, this is a back and forth. See you there. Hello there, Nopun Sage. What? He said I'm greedy? That young whippersnapper, how dare he insult me? It appears that little ones know they do not know enough about me. They have no respect for their elders. I do know of a very well-behaved girl who should know about me. Yeah, okay, so this is just a going back and forth. I will just quickly deal with that and then hopefully we get what I actually wanted to do with you, so... give me a moment. Apparently we cannot do it yet. I've got all the preparations for it though. You will have spent in the first test, but you must pass the next in order to win my approval. That's not common. I will give it a test when I can see you already. And I'm pretty sure it does not have anything to do with me just being the wrong character or anything, because I still would get the exclamation mark. So we cannot do that yet. I thought we would be able to, but we can't. So I basically just wasted my own time there. Anyway, we did a lot here. Hope you enjoyed it and see you next time. Bye.